So, you're an employer in England, and you're trying to figure out apprenticeship funding. Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to break down exactly what you need to know, nice and simple. Is this apprenticeship levy just another complicated tax you have to deal with? Or is it actually a hidden opportunity, a powerful tool to grow your business? Honestly, the answer really depends on how well you understand the system. And believe me, the stakes are incredibly high. Since 2017, we're talking about billions with a B, billions of pounds in apprenticeship funds that have just expired. They've vanished, all because the system feels too complex to navigate. That is a huge amount of lost potential. So how do you get your hands on this funding? Well, it all boils down to one single question. A £3 million question to be exact. And your answer to this question changes everything. Okay, here's the rule. It's really straightforward. If your yearly pay bill is more than £3 million, you're what's called a levy payer. If it's under that magic number, you're considered an SME, a small or medium-sized business. This one number literally splits all employers in England into two different groups, and each group plays by a different set of rules. So this is the dividing line. Which side does your business fall on? Because your journey to getting funding is completely different depending on your answer. Let's take a look at each path. And we'll start with the levy payers. Alright, if your pay bill is over that £3 million mark, this section is for you. You're a levy payer. Let's talk about how you can unlock that pot of money that you're already paying into. You contribute a tiny fraction, just 0.5% of your pay bill, and you get a £15,000 allowance off that first. That money then goes into your own special digital account. And here's the kicker. The government adds a 10% bonus on top. You then use this account to pay for all your apprenticeship training. But here is the catch, and it is a big one. Your funds have an expiry date. Any money in your account that you don't use within 24 months is gone. This use it or lose it rule means you have to be strategic. You need a plan. It's basically a talent budget. You can use it to upskill the team you already have. You can bring in fresh new talent, or, and this is really cool, you can transfer up to half of your unspent funds to help out smaller businesses. Okay, let's hop over to the other side of that £3 million line. This is for all you small and medium-sized businesses out there. If you're not paying the levy, don't worry. The government has a completely different way for you to get funding for SMEs. The name of the game is co-investment, and you're going to love this. The government pays for almost all of it. A whopping 95% of the training costs. Your business only needs to chip in the last 5%. It makes getting world-class training incredibly affordable. And wait, it gets even better. Seriously. If your business has fewer than 50 employees and you hire a young apprentice, someone between 16 and 18, the government pays for everything. 100% of the training costs are covered. Zero cost to you. Now, remember those levy transfers we just mentioned? As an SME, you can be on the receiving end. A big company can transfer their unspent levy funds to you, which means, 100% of your training costs can be covered, no matter how old your apprentice is. Now, everybody lean in, whether you're a levy payer or an SME, because the ground is about to shift for everyone. There are some major reforms coming, the biggest since the whole system started, and it's being rebranded as the Growth and Skills Levy. So, just to recap, the levy kicked off in 2017. But starting in April 2026, let's break down the biggest changes for you levy payers. That expiry window, it's being chopped in half, down to just 12 months. That 10% government top-up, that's going away. And if you run out of funds, your contribution jumps from 5% up to 25%. Now, for you SMEs, there's some fantastic news. The 100% funding for young people is expanding. It's going to cover all apprentices under the age of 25. So, with these huge changes just around the corner, what should you be doing right now to get ready? Let's talk about the key actions for both levy payers and for SMEs. Levy payers, your key word is urgency. You need to start planning around that much tighter 12-month window, and you absolutely have to budget for that potential 25% cost if your plans are bigger than your pot. Keep an ear to the ground for something called apprenticeship units. These are new, shorter courses that you'll be able to use your levy for now. For you SMEs, your keyword is opportunity. That 100% funding for anyone under 25 is a massive game changer. You need to be actively looking for those levy transfers from bigger companies. And please remember, apprenticeships are not just for new hires. They are a brilliant, cost-effective way to develop the amazing team you already have. Which really brings us back to where we started. After all this, how do you see it now? Is this about compliance or opportunity? The apprenticeship levy can be a strategic investment in your people, not just a cost to manage. If you want clarity, reassurance, or a conversation about how it could work for your organization, the team at Solveway is happy to help.